thing that we don't.
Turn to pick.
The balls.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Welcome to our daily discussion about the balls. Summit for Europe is beginning, or continuing now, I
How
should say.
appropriate, Mr. Gorman.
They heard you, by the way. You were unmuted when you said that, so I'm trying to salvage the situation. Winter, you're the one who's got balls on the brain. Apparently, so do Vega. Game 2 has begun, and they have started it off hot and heavy with the IO first
Man,
pick.
I'm blaming that on Rob. It's not my fault. So, Vega opened the draft with the ball, the teleporting
Now
ball,
you can't. Now I can't take you seriously.
and Alliance responds with the Doom plus Lich, which is something that is really popular in pubs now. I'm not sure if you noticed because I've been playing a lot of pubs, but I've seen this combo a lot in pubs where it allows the Doom to be the offlane position by securing his farm. Because I talk a lot about when you pick Doom, you want to get Doom a very good start. You get level 7, get Drum's face or Tranquil's face, and you keep rolling. You keep the ball rolling.
And the thing that's really nice here for Alliance is Chain Frost can be really good against Tiny IO if they end up getting caught by
You say
it.
Chain Frost, but Frost Armor might be
Frost Armor good as well.
might be the difference.
More reliable versus the Tiny. Always gonna want to auto attack.
We rarely see those Chain Frost. Oh my god, that Chain Frost actually won them the game.
Chronosphere. Where's our Chronosphere, man? That's when the Chain Frosts are game winning.
You wish, my friend. Just you wish.
I like Faceless Void. I was a dirty Void picker. You remember that patch? The Void Tinker. What else was? Oh, and Meepo. Those were the 3 disgusting pub heroes.
Yeah. But the disgusting pub hero right now is Doom, and so...
Oh, and he is the most disgusting
I mean,
of
he's
all.
still the same hero as before, where he's really powerful in the...
Well, he's
late
always
game.
disgusting, it's just he's not always strong.
Yeah, because he wasn't this strong in the early game before. Now he's actually this strong. Because with the Lich, he's going to be able to get his required levels and farm. Like, I don't think he actually needs that much farm, he just needs his drums, and you're good to go. So basically, the danger of running Doom off lane, which has been not successful by certain teams, is because you don't really secure his farm in the early stages. But when there's Lich will give you the farm. Lich will secure your lane. Lich will give you armor.
Lich gonna get you mana.
You wish if Lich can give you mana.
That would be awesome.
What happens to Keeper of the Light when Lich can give mana to your teammate? No one's gonna pick Keeper of the Light.
So, alright, what are we gonna have here, second phase? The Disruptor does get banned out by Vega, actually. Obviously good against Tiny IO, so not too surprising. They also removed the Shadow Fiend, though Alliance had a different direction. They got into a Queen of Pain for S4 again. This has been probably his most played hero as of late.
I thought banning the Queen might have been slightly better, even though it's a Radiant Shadow Fiend, because Shadow Fiend has a very tough time against IO Tiny. A super hard time in the lane against IO Tiny. And whereas for Queen, you have Blink, so... easy escape, unless you somehow get bursted down by Avatos and you're done. Because the danger of laning against IO Tiny in the early laning phase is, if you're up against a really good coordinated pair with the IO and Tiny, they toss you back to the Tiny, towards the tower.
Yeah.
Sorry, not towards the IO.
And if the wave is pushed out and you have to go towards their hill, then you're going to be under their tower.
You're
you
screwed.
Die.
So if you're a Queen, you can actually blink. So you're not too worried about that. So that's why I'm really surprised that the Shadow Fiend actually just got more priority in terms of the ban compared to the Queen. Even though they are both like similar.
I have seen Queens die though. So like if you get Avatos, if you just get a little lazy or sloppy, you can still just get comboed.
You get killed by the balls, basically.
The balls. Death by the balls.
So I'm not sure, but Queen is still definitely a really good hero against their lineup, I feel. So Vega
into the Slardar pick.
You have Lich, I'm going to have Sylar. But it doesn't that happen the other way around when you see Sylar, you pick Lich.
Well, yeah. Slardar also helps you against the Roche Lich much.
No, I mean when you...
when you see a...
Yeah, when you see a Sylar...
You're not like, oh, let me counterpick this with Lich.
Then you reply with the Lich. It's like... Now
no one does that,
You
really.
see the Lich, then oh, there's a Sylar.
Naga, the final ban. Something that...
the greed is real if they actually pick Naga to finalize their lineup.
Yeah.
So Loda is gonna have...
Oh, well, the greed is real
The
Winter.
greed is actually real.
A hero that got exploited a lot towards the end of the qualifiers and heavily punished, especially outside of Europe. The Alchemist. A last phase grab by Alliance.
Yeah, honestly against the IO Tiny, they sort of needed more firepower, I guess. But I'm still quite surprised they went for the Alch, because Alch is like... The name of the hero is just greed. That's just the hero. And right now with their lane setup, they have Alchemist Lion. So honestly, their lane is really weak. I think Vega would actually do the same thing.
Something
Maybe for the
aggressive
last
here.
game, they're gonna do aggressive tri-lane or aggressive, somehow aggro dual lanes and
What's
try and pressure
the aggressive hero you want here? Like a carry that, or like a semi-carry
No,
that can come to fights early?
I think they want a hero that is self-sustained for Mag right now, and then they
Clock,
can maybe go Bane,
Axe.
Bane plus Slada against Lion plus Alchemist. I think Bane and Slada versus Lion and Alchemist, they can actually win that lane handily.
What are some other mag heroes? We used to see a Centaur a lot.
There's no Darkseid. Darkseid could have been good. Yeah, Centaur, we used to see a lot from him. That was when he was standing in for C9, by the way.
That he literally played Centaur every game at that Star Ladder. They did really well actually, but
Centaur could be good this game, I think. It's the Stampede against the Doom.
Centaur,
Stampede against the Doom. That's something,
Clock.
that's something that we don't see enough, I think. It's a really good counter towards Doom.
Yeah, and well, I guess his lane might be slightly tricky if he's solo versus a Doom Lich.
I guess whatever, you know, you're gonna...
Whoever is there is gonna.
Whoever is there is gonna struggle anyway. Who cares? So just wanna
The one benefit of a Clock though is he's a little bit more survivable than
the clock is gonna
Centaur.
allow him to get more than obviously the Centaur. I mean, I agree. But at the same time, I feel like Centaur does more against Alliance lineup. You can actually... The stun is more reliable against Queen.
Do you like Axe? Not as much as Centaur.
Not as much though. I think Centaur... I like Centaur more.
Okay, what if it's not an initiator like that? Because they already have the Slardar. I mean, maybe that's Mag's hero.
I think you can actually even play Tiny one carry, and then you have two cores that are utility heroes, Slada plus Centaur. I think the draft would actually still work. Because Tiny is...
So you don't like the idea of like a semi-carry
I mean,
here?
obviously they can still go for it.
Like what about like a Razor or Viper type hero?
But it's Mag, right? Mag is going to...
Well, but couldn't Mag be the Slardar? Oh, that
is
was unexpected.
But it's still a utility hero, so they are playing... Yeah, it's like a Centaur, but he has more utility without a blink. Centaur needs the blink so badly, whereas Brewmaster doesn't really rely on the blink too much in the early phases. Your ultimate is still really powerful.
So this puts Pasha onto the Slardar. A little bit more of an initiator than what we're accustomed to seeing him play, but...
So you know one thing cool you can do with Panda in this game? You can always toss Alchemist up in the air when he's charging, and then you put him down when he's about to blow up.
Cool. Or you can just toss the Brew into the fight and he doesn't need a Blink Dagger, which is pretty nice as well. Cannonball! No? Slardar too. You can chuck him right in. Get in there, fish man!
10 seconds remaining.
My favorite thing to chuck is actually the techies. I'm sorry. I actually don't like Slada and Brew.
Let's see. So a bunch of things got changed on Brewmaster.
He can dispel Glimmer Cape with his Storm aspect.
And also the cooldowns got improved on the Boulder Toss and the spell, right?
They both got significant buffs, so...
I'm just gonna go read off all the changes.
Don't worry, we don't have to chip in if you make a mistake now. The chip jar is gone.
Okay, so the Dispel Magic AoE increased from 200 to 600. That's a much bigger AoE. The cooldown on Dispel Magic went from 8 to 6 seconds, and Hurl Boulder from 7 to 5.
You know, it's such a brilliant change to the hero because the hero got countered by Glimmer Cake a lot, and he wasn't even picked a lot before that as well, so it's somehow to help the hero get back into the scene and without really changing a lot of things, like without nerfing Glimmer Cape too much because it's only for...
Because it's only if it's Brewmaster.
Yeah, it only works with Brewmaster. And obviously if you want to get Diffusal just to remove Glimmer Cape, you are welcome to do so, but it's not so worth it. So, we are going to be looking at the lanes primary, I think, for the first... I think the lanes is very important to decide how the first 5 minutes go.
So standard lane setup would be Tiny IO mid,
Brew off lane.
Brew off lane,
I actually
Bane, Slardar.
I actually want...
Or maybe you swap those two lanes.
I actually want the pressure lane more this game if I'm Vega. I want to be able to pressure the Alchemist. You know Alchemist is one word, greed. So you can't let him get away, and Doom is also another word, greed, but less greedy as Alchemist. So
and also harder to punish.
Yeah, greed, and they have Lion support, which is greed also, so 3 greeds. You want to be able to pressure the lane.
3 greeds.
Greeds, X3, greed, whatever. Greed X 1000.
You like saying that word, don't you?
You want to pressure the lane. Greed is good.
What?
If you let them get away, so Vega needs to make greed not good by pressuring the lanes.
But greed is always good.
No, greed is not always
Didn't you watch Wall Street? Greed is good. According to Gecko.
Yeah, it doesn't work in Dota all the time. Sometimes.
It worked in America, not so well in other regions, but, you know. Actually, the greed strats were really ineffective towards the end of that qualifier, though.
Yep. go, let's go. We'll see how does the grid work against Vega.
Round 2, fight, Alliance. On the Radiant side, Vega, the Dire. They're going to TP one hero in mid. Off the bat, Ake, the ward down. We've seen a lot of teams doing this with Alk specifically, just so that they can help secure that first bounty rune, and we'll see Ake drop.
They have to dodge.
Very high up.
They need to dodge because I don't think they can actually fight 5v5 against what Vega have in the level 1 battle of the runes. So as long as they have vision, they make sure that they're dodging Vega, they're good to go with the bounty rune on the Alchemist. And he's gonna obviously buy the bottle for Queen of Pain as well. Because everyone... wait, no, Queen of Pain is going safe lane, so he's gonna get the bottle for himself. So apologies there.
Yeah, so Alk mid, which is probably the most standard
this is actually much better, because I was talking about the pressure lane. If they actually lane out safe lane, then they would be in danger of the pressure lane.
Mid lane...
He has acid against the two.
Yeah, it's like you run at the Alk, but you're just taking the acid damage.
Yeah.
And Io has 0 base armor, so that's brutal.
And I wonder if they're actually going to adjust their lanes, but I was talking about Lich plus Doom. So I was wondering if they're going to adjust the lanes by sending the Lich wherever the Wiz is going to. Just follow the balls, so... I'm not sure if actually Alliance... Alliance is actually going to do that, so we'll see.
Oh, Winter.
What?
Oh, Rune's gonna spawn. Looks like an early bottle. Oh, no, Solo. Solo, please.
The battle
I think he wanted the rune, but...
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
I think you still leave it for him. They're not contesting. No? Alright, they'll delay the bottle.
And toss level 1, so we'll see whether they actually get the first toss off. It's going to be on the Alchemist, so I guess Alchemist would actually... Oh no, he doesn't have acid, so he might actually be greedy and try to get last hits and get tossed to the tower. So we'll see if it happens here towards Loader.
So he got his bottle. They are leaving the Lion mid for now. So he swings towards bottom lane.
Lich is bottom? So it's still gonna be the dual lane I was talking about, the Slada plus the Bane. So
But there's a Lich here to deny them.
yeah, and it's gonna be 1v1 top mag versus... Doom versus Panda, interesting. Doom has no armor, but it depends on whether... Okay, this ward is a really good ward. It's gonna block off this camp, which is gonna make Doom a lot weaker in the laning phase against Panda.
S4 taking a beating here. He skilled up Shadow Strike level, and one more auto tech might finish him off. He's got a salve. Just into the tree, Syoma getting baited in. S4 salving now and turns with a follow-up Shadow Strike. The jukes, the plays, and the kill. All in favor of Alliance. Still got a chance to kill him if he didn't get fogged, but wasn't quite quick enough there.
Wow. What, another salve from Nuts?
S4 happy to spend 2 salves for a first blood.
Worth it.
But yeah, Brew, it's an interesting matchup top, like you said, because historically Brewmaster just destroys most melee heroes 1v1.
Brew will destroy the lane if Doom doesn't get a good creep, because of the armor.
And Doom has no creep
and
right
the
now,
passive as well.
because of the ward that you mentioned.
Yeah.
So.
He has the passive, so it's going to be really good versus a melee hero. And
Oh my god, look at no one's
health.
health. He's getting destroyed by acid.
Huh. So Alchemist is actually doing far better than we expected, but he's good. He got 5 last hits with just using acid spray.
To me, the scary part is when they get a rune, they're both full health and mana, and they just run at you right away. They don't slowly farm the wave and then try to attack you. Then they lose a little bit of health, but it's not like they're really low instantly. That's I think where the Alchemist needs to be careful. So.
I think as long as he just be disciplined, you drop an acid, you don't go at last hit at all unless you're 100% certain the Wiz is not in the lane. That's the only situation I feel Loader can actually get the last hit with a right click.
2 beefy melee bruisers duking it out as they go for the avalanche. Miffs from no one.
Bounty rune, oh no, Alchemist looks in disarray. I want that bounty rune.
Actually, that's an interesting thing to talk about is, you know, normally mid lane, it's a solo hero nowadays, Winter, but having a dual lane mid, this used to be a great way to shut down the rune control of enemy mids, and usually so that they don't gank, but in this particular case, so that Alchemist doesn't get his bounties.
Yeah, I don't think he can actually go for the Radiant Crush this game. He just needs to go utility and maybe buy Aghanims for his teammates.
Well, you've got a Doom and a Quap. Those are some delicious candidates.
You talk about Doom and Quap, that's Lich and Lion.
Lich is all is overrated.
Lion? Overrated?
Lion's pretty good.
They recently got a buff, I saw a slight increase in the AoE.
Yeah, up to 300. I think it was, what, 250 or 200 before?
Yeah, slightly smaller, but it's not the biggest deal, but it's a plus, you know, for the Aghanims.
So the early lanes, Brewmaster farming like a champ, 17 and 3, Bulldog getting wrecked early on by Mag, who's been...
This is just one small little detail, the ward here. This is just one small detail.
If that's a creep, if that's a satyr, this is a totally different lane.
Yeah. That's why... Yeah. every small little thing that you do in the laning phase changes the whole face of the game. It's really important to get all these small details done correctly. You need to plan ahead when you're drafting. You need to make sure that you know what you're going into. So Vega thought of their plan really well, having the ward here blocking the Doom's camp, and you're gonna see a rotation.
Oh, nuts rotating in. He's
Mike?
got the stun. He will get it off. Engaging on the Mag, but Mag has a mango here.
How are they gonna get this kill?
And he's not even close to dying.
Yeah, he's not even close to dying.
Also, the Io rotated there, though Solo was very quick to leave, got off a stack, and now is looking for the rune. Nuts has another stun. Solo, gonna grab the bounty.
No bounty runes for you, greedy alchemist.
Who has only gone for 1 point in the Grievel's Greed.
Yeah, he can't really go more. Oh, he's actually saved 1 skill point. Yeah, he's gonna go for assist spray. I think this is just his build this game. There's no way he can actually play with too many points in Grievel's Greed early on. I think maybe later he can, but definitely not now. He needs the acid to actually just spam out and farm.
So looking at the Dire offlane, Pasha's actually still doing pretty well, Winter. He's got 10 TS, level 3 up against the Queen of Pain lane. The Lich. Feels like Vega's just doing quite well in all 3 lanes so far.
Yeah, I think so. He's far behind actually in TS, but because of the Lich, I think. And we didn't really talk about the rotations from the Lich as well, because the Lich rotated towards bottom after he went top. So Alliance looks at the Vegas lineup. Who is the key hero? Panda and Sylar. So maybe they felt like Sylar would be a much bigger threat. So you get to choose to slow down either one of those daggers, and Alliance chose to try and slow down the Pasha dagger compared to the Max dagger.
We're gonna see no one tanking up now in the acid spray. He's fairly squishy. They're gonna rotate onto Mag. Fills up the Bruce split. It's a level 1 Lion. You're not killing him with this.
He can solo kill Bulldog with the Mango, charge for the mana.
Does have the Doom and an insta split. Hello, Nuts. How you doing, bubba? Quick boulder toss. The immolation damage. Heavy work being done here. And another boulder lob. Not even needed.
Alright, no creeps to
He can set up for a Cyclone. Can he make the go happen here?
You can't kill.
Keeps him up in the air.
Oh, there's actually a
They're gonna rotate. Bane's coming in. Clap is there. The crit. Good work done by Maga with the Orb of Venom slow. Bulldog sticking around and now wanting to run, but the Bane doesn't have boots, so he'll be able to get out. While that's happening, Vega also going to grab a rune bottom lane as they prepare for their first movement. Scouted by the Alliance.
Rune again? For solo?
Oh,
no, double
damage. And finally, no, Bulldog's going to maybe grab this bounty rune. Will make Loda and even sadder Panda, and now they're moving into the jungle. They want the stacks. They see no Alk in the lane, and they look to punish this. And he's too low to fight, although Chemical Rage is pulling. Now no one's here. Gets the Avalanche Claws combo up. He steals almost the entire stack, but now Loda looking to turn. He's got the level 1 stun. They may have to sacrifice a few here. Solo pops. No one could be next. Did steal the majority of a quadruple stack there, I believe. TPs, there's no way to cancel it. Oh my god! And he makes it! They lose only an Io. Vega. Just excellent decision making here.
Sick decision making from Vega there. That was so damn worth it. They only got, I think Loda only got 1 creep if I'm not mistaken from that stack. He only got 1 creep.
Jeez.
Holy shit. And Bulldog's gonna be chasing down Sayoma here, but he's not gonna be able to do much about it since Mag is actually very nearby to be able to help the Bane in case the Doom decides to go in too deep. So oh my god, that stack stolen. You talk about Loda being sad about bounty runes not being
He's been shut down super hard. We've seen no bounty runes for Loda aside from the 0-minute mark. And now very little stacking for him. Ancient's not stacked yet.
Yep.
1 double stack at the other big camp.
Yeah, but the good thing about Alliance right now is they're actually getting so much farm on the Queen. He's winning her lane so much against the Sylar. Sylar even gone for a Trankles because he knows his laning phase is so terrible. So this is certainly a point to concern for Vega, how to get the Sylar back into the game.
But he's getting his levels. Level 5 at 8 minutes in the offlane, and he's soloing right now. Yeah. And he's up against Lich tonight.
He needs to wait. I think the play is you wait for the Panda to get his blink, and then you start switching the Sylar towards the safe lane to farm when Panda is actually going to make space for his team. So I think that would be his cue to actually start farming in the safe lane.
Alright, at long last, the drought is over. Loda.
That's not bad, 8 minutes.
Grabbing the bounty rune.
I've seen worse.
We saw one game where Nauk didn't get a bounty rune for what, 12 minutes or something? Including no 0-minute rune?
Yeah, he's actually going back for, I think, a Radiance, I think, at this rate.
Do you agree with the Radiance build up here? With how the game's
I
going?
think it's risky though. If it pays off, it's obviously the best choice, obviously, but...
Well, that's not much of a statement, Winter. Is this a Radiance game or isn't it a Radiance game? If it works, it works. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't have gone for the Radiance.
Okay.
Me.
So you think it's a bit greedy?
Yeah.
I guess you look at Vega's draft, they're going to go for probably that triple Blink Dagger timing, hopefully in the first 15 minutes.
I think he might get, if he gets the Radiance, there's a risk that the triple blinks like you mentioned come out and he keeps dying. There's a risk that might happen. And
with amplified damage, Alchemist is so squishy.
If he keeps dying when he's saving for 3,800 gold, that would be even more sad for Loda.
Loda wants to be happy here. He's got to be happy though. He's going to Frankfurt. No matter what, Alliance have that. But top lane, Bulldog, they have to sleep. They could prep with a split here, but they would really want one more clap as well. And Bulldog just heals a bit too much. They are going to let him back.
Level 4 Scorcher, my friend.
Mm-hmm. He's a tank.
Guess how much he heals you. I think with the Scorch Earth up, there's no way they can kill him. Even with the Panda split. It's so hard for them to kill him. So the ward is actually going to give them intel where Vega is actually doing their stack and Solo level 6 online, so this is when the game begins. Panda has dagger in 200 gold, 300 gold. They have relocate, so Mag becomes a huge threat on the map when he gets his dagger.
Background on the computer.
So as of now, 10-minute rune gonna spawn. Let's see who gets the bounty rune.
Do I? Which
Alchemist is gonna get his next bounty rune. So it's gonna be a bounty rune for Loda. His second of the game, but the relocate is gonna come into play here. Go on Nuts.
On the Nuts. Nuts caught out. The Avatar finishes him off, and now they're chasing Loda. He gets it, but at what cost? Slowed down by the tether. Can they chase for an additional kill? No, looks like S4's ready. He was prepared to jump in if need be, and they'll jump back.
At what cost? But he's still alive.
At the cost of a measly support Lion.
Great support for bounty rune.
But they're not done.
You
They're
trade
making
that
their move on
support
top. Brewmaster Split was deployed. They also committed a Doom onto the Bane, but he skates away. Ake into the trees, the Chain Frost to bouncing. But there's a few too many targets. Doesn't really bring anyone that low. And now Bulldog engages the Chain Frost, bouncing one more time back to no one but a Doom Bane. This is about to wear off. Surges forward. The big jump. Clap to follow it up. Mag with the smack of Doom. Down will go Bulldog on the Doom. A 3-for-0 exchange as Vega continue to just outfight and outmaneuver Alliance.
And that overcharge turned the fight around. Once again, Vega utilizing the Wisp really well. And going, you know what? So nowadays you're actually sacking support just to trade for a bounty rune as Alchemist. You're trading lives.
Yeah, at least he doesn't die.
Has that become the trend of life as a support? Trading your life for a bounty rune?
I feel like this happens a lot when Alchemist is picked, you know? Is it just the Alchemist? Oh, S4. He actually could be in trouble here. The balls are going to get vision, and now they're going to scout him out. Amplify damage comes through. The physical damage is overwhelming. And Vega again get on the board with another kill. 6-2. They're heating up, Winter.
This rotations from the IO is just make. Oh, another
They're not
rotation.
done. They relook at top on the Bulldog. Everywhere Alliance go, they are being punished, scouted, clobbered, and dead. Again, no one.
Just look at this.
Already halfway to the eggs if he wants to rush it.
Just look at this tempo from Vega. They're so quick. Like they don't even need the dagger from the start out as long as it's.
And you've got so many heroes who can't do anything.
Bottom lane, Pasha. It's going in. Rux is getting amplified damage up.
Oh, there's not even a TP yet. Meanwhile, the supports are busy grabbing the bounty rune. He misses the stun, but there's no follow-ups. Counter, maybe the Slardar. Pasha TPing out. Get caught. So the tiny IO could have come bottom, but they decided to deny a bounty rune to Loda. Instead, they will lift their stun on S4, unfortunately. And with that, might be able to turn this, gets the pop-up. Still gonna go down, and Solo, although low, will be finished.
As long as no one survives this, it's fine. They drop the Sonic Wave and they only get a support kill. You take that any day.
Could have been cleaner had they gotten an avalanche, but it was a blind one.
He's gonna chase him down.
Oh, Blink now revealed on Mag. He's got his ultimate
5
soon.
seconds.
And Doom's in position, but he's gonna. Oh, he's gonna get Doom yet. Avatar, Chain Frost bouncing a beautiful bounce by Ake, enough to get one. Make it in the end, 2 kills. The Tiny down. It's a triple for Alliance, but the Brewmaster looking to turn this. Ake getting caught out, and now pursuit as the Boulder Toss initiates. They go for the Dispel.
Oh, he dispelled the Frost Armor from the Lich.
But couldn't follow it up. No vision for the second Boulder Toss. So while that was happening, Yeah, well, actually no, it was all 3 heroes, just bottom lane going
And
down.
what? Radiance on coming soon.
The dream is still alive for Alliance. As Goldgrass frantically bounds up and
I
down.
still think it's so easy for them to kill him. Like with the relocate online, one stun from Panda. He's dead.
And once the Slardar gets a blink, it becomes incredibly easy.
I still think that the Radiance on this Alchemist might be really dangerous. So he needs to buy, he needs the Radiance, and then he's going to need a lot of time, like maybe at least 10 to 15 minutes to actually stabilize the whole game, because they're going to be always very scared of the ganks from the relocate and the dagger from the Panda.
Definitely a game where plus armor is in order for Alliance. A lot of physical damage.
See, he's not even maxing his Nova on Arcade. He's starting to get more points on the ice armor.
I actually like that with the way Vega are playing and how aggressive they're being. Slardar's in every fight early on.
And you're gonna be looking for Ice Ogre or top lane.
Jumping in and relocates the glimpse.
Look at how fast he died. Just look at that.
Why am I talking about glimpse? I'm just crazy. Okay, gonna go down here. Bulldog now trapped out a bit. Vega, 4 heroes surrounding Bulldog, and the finger comes through no one, but he's fairly durable. At long last will die. Alliance with the turn. Mag, no split for 50. He claps Bulldog, he retreats. Pasha looking to engage, and S4 jumps in, 2 hero crush. They get their grip off on S4. The Doom on the brew, maybe enough to finish him off. S4 not dead yet. Nusses arrive. Pasha backing off quickly. Doom not in range for the follow-up, and now Sayoma sleeping up the Lion. No buybacks available here, aside from the Brewmaster and the Alp, who's definitely not going to.
Really good play from Bulldog there.
The Lich will respawn. He has the Chain Frost. If they stick around, maybe he comes. He's running down mid.
No, range set, see you.
Oh! See you back in good health at the well.
So that was a really good play from Bulldog there. He saved the Lion, his team. That was a really good play, taking away the Nightmare from the Lion, allowing him to have time to actually sneak into the trees there and get his TP out of the lane. So
Yeah, and we can see Vega, when they don't have the brew split, they're a lot more
that
vulnerable.
was a really big dive though, but they did kill the Alchemist when he's finishing his Radiance recipe. That's gonna stall the Radiance by what, 1 minute?
Every minute helps, as Alk is only 1,000 gold up on the Tiny, and
Okay,
as we all know, an Alk with the same net worth as Tiny is not scary in comparison, but Loda, of course, looking to ramp up his farm, keeping an eye on the stack situation. They now Sentry the Ancients.
even if he's ahead, it really depends on how ahead he is and how is the state of the game, because Tiny is just way stronger than Alchemist.
And there's a lot of ways to weaken the Alk. If he's the only farmed hero, you can enfeeble him, you could throw the Drunken Haze on him.
Enfeeble him, they just amplify damage him and he's just screwed.
Or they just kill him. That works as well.
They have the dagger on the Sylar now. The big fish has his blinking weapon. And smoke. Panda ultimate back online.
No vision.
Relocate is back online too. So
But they're split pushing. They're going to show the Tiny Io top while Sayoma moves in bottom.
They're gonna catch
S4
that
almost
ball.
reveals this. In fact, they will blink clap. They were ready instantly, locking him down with the Fiend's Grip. They'll get the kill. Avalanche toss. Creep wave top, but Solo hangs on to relocate. A nice pick off again by Vega, finding a crucial core. As S4, once again, Winter, he's going into the Yule Scepter. It really has become his preferred build, it seems.
yeah, it's gonna allow him to remove the M damage this game, and you can cancel the Fiend's Grip. So getting a lot of utility then, even at certain cases, dodge the Avaton's combo from the Tiny if you're quickly on the fingers.
Oh, Agg's already out. 17 minutes, and no one has been so active this game. It's not an AFK farming Tiny, it's a map control tanker Tiny.
Roshan is on the horizon for Vega soon.
Alliance are pushing top, but this is risky. Mag does have his ultimate. He's got TP to the tier 2. And Ake on a deep warding expedition may be punished.
Bulldog actually, he actually has the purge, so you can remove the AM damage. So that's his plan.
What a really big
Oh,
mana
he's-
cost.
Nah, he's gonna have to send corner.
Brew splits, engages on the Loda top lane. Where's the backup coming in? The Crush is there. Also on the Loda, dropping low. Now tries to run to the right, but to the right is Sayoma the Slayer. And they'll bring Seven to finish the fight. And damage coming out. They doom no one. And they will try to focus him down. The Chain Frost bouncing, but the Tiny's alive. Clobbering Ake will finish him off. It comes at the cost of a Tiny and an Io. And now Mag, with no split available, needs a little bit of backup. The Clap Crush combo arrives. They have buyback on both Tiny and Io, but no relocate to re-engage. So a 2 for 2.
Very even.
An Alk for a Tiny.
Very even.
And
actually.
supports, but who cares about them?
Come on, dude. Support.
I'm kidding.
Oh, I'm kidding. Here we go. I'm not kidding, Bulldog's gonna go down here.
Funny joke, mate. Good stuff. And it's gonna be essentially a 4-man takedown unless S4 breaks out.
5-man takedown.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. Lined it earlier. So a full wipe, Vega.
Actually, no. Not
No, it was
suicide.
4. It was
Yeah, it was 4. You were right. My math failed.
I mean, after I thought there was a disruptor in the game for about a quarter of a second, I'm inclined to trust you over me, Winter, but now neither of us can be trusted.
You are the one with the coffee, I'm the one with the plain water. I trust you. Maybe not.
You can have coffee if you want. That's a nonsensical excuse. You want me to get you a cup right now? You can take over observing. You know, I will cater to your every whim.
I'm fine.
Okay, then shut the hell up.
Okay, I'm not saying anything at all.
Alright, I'll solo cast. It'll make it a better cast anyway.
Alright, sure. See you, bye.
JK. Oh, the Sylar Midas. What do you think about the Midas on Sylar?
Not saying anything.
Don't be mad. Midas on Sylar. What do you think?
Global silence.
Oh my gosh. Guys, help. Alright, maybe chat will cast with me. But now we've got 2 minute delay again. It's not like the hub. I'm actually alone. Even producer Rob's not assisting.
I think it's the same reasoning as Midas after the mech from Viper.
Or do you think like a Doom? Or rather a Night Stalker Midas? Do you find it similar to that at all?
Yeah, because he's not farming a lot. It's even similar to, you remember the morphing offlane days where you get a Midas with your blink? I think it's a similar thing. What the Sylar needs right now to do his job, blink. What does he need after that? A lot of farm.
Money.
And he doesn't farm fast, so you just get a Midas.
Okay. So you like it?
I'm not saying I like it, but that's the reason of why he's doing it.
So, looking at Alliance and their item progression loadout, of course, we always talk a lot about Alk's farm because, hey, you run this hero, you get a Radiance.
What else do you talk about?
You're making the game all about his farm. He's going AC, it looks like. Picks up a plate mail.
He's gonna need more
Not
than
the
AC.
Manta Octarine Rush. Feeling a little squishy.
He's gonna need more armor items this game. So,
AC and Shivas.
Bulldog. Doom! You are Doom!
But he got off the sprint. And Pasha, even
Stun! Level 1 stun!
easily will
stun.
make it
It was a
back.
level 3 stun. I think it was a really short penalty stun.
Well, he needed to because Doom does not disable that sprint.
So you are actually not doomed, Pasha. He just got casually scratched.
Is it not supposed to break his Tranquil Boots?
Yeah, it doesn't break.
Yeah, you're not actually getting attacked.
Down damage
Yeah,
doesn't break Tranquil Boots. Chip into the jar. Oh no, the jar is gone.
Vega will take a Roche for free now with Doom down and Alliance TPing 2 top. No contest here for the big old rock man. There is a glyph available. Vega, maybe they even try to fight at top as well. Let's see, do they want to risk it?
Difficult though. Are they gonna try it?
They're gonna try. They TP in the Brewmaster. Now they go. Alliance.
It was just like
Trading
a
out.
scare tactic. They only TP'd one hero and the others like... But, okay, with that being said, there's still the real kid, so it's not...
It's 3 heroes top.
It's never exactly
And the
one
Brewmaster
hero.
is 3 heroes when he splits, so
3
it's
plus
5
2.
heroes top. They're not gonna force it. So they hang on to their tier 1 tower.
3 plus 2, 5, plus another TP, 6. Possibly.
Possibly 7.
Possibly 8 with the other guy TP.
Once you get your Manta style, you know, get a couple extra heroes. You got the Aegis. That's a +1.
And then possibly drafting...
Basically 9,000 heroes per Vega
yeah,
top
possibly
lane.
drafting Meepo the next game, so you add another 5.
There you go.
And then you have Phantom Lancer coming in. Yeah, so...
Double damage rune for Loda, as he will only get a casual plate now. Now he wants his Manta. He decides farming is more the priority here.
Come on. Has he really need to decide farming is his priority?
Well, he's not completing AC. That would help him fight more.
He just wants the playmate so he doesn't die when he's farming. There you go.
Crush on the mid lane. Little lobs from Loda. Not much follow-up yet as no one snakes through the river. BKB nearly complete. And they want to push, it seems.
Dude, with the ice armor and the plate mail, he still has like only 10 armor.
Yeah, I guess he's got the attack speed slow, but eh. A lot of nuke damage from Vega.
This is going to allow him to at least remove the amplify if he's in trouble. So, good news I guess for him. And we didn't really talk about this ward which has been there for the whole time blocking the camp. So Alchemist can't be greedy. Because you silence me. for the last 2 minutes. Or 3
What's
minutes.
the Doom build this game, Winter?
Dire's middle tower
We
is
see a
under
lot of
attack.
different Doom builds. Sometimes it's more of like
I
a
think he wants-
utility aura build.
I think-
Oh, smoke! Mag jumps out! Could have just instantly split maybe and turned this, and they get off a grip on Bulldog. Could have not committed Doom right away. That will be canceled with the
Oh, he
line.
missed the crush.
And he backs off.
He missed the
No
crush.
one running forward. Oh, the chainsaw is just bouncing. Gotta keep Solo alive. Loda, very tanky, survives through it all. They cyclone up the Doom. It's only Vega is really taking damage. The Bruce split almost completely wasted. His relocate will end. They go back. Reading as well, or trying to rather, is the Bane. He's doomed and will just barely survive. Brain steps up, but not so lucky is Mag, who's in a bit too far. Now they're chasing. They commit a claw ultimate. No, they already used it to come in.
Oh, they glimmered the
Oh, Glimmer, you said. I thought you said relocate. Well, he's dead now. Brewmaster down, a split expended. They do hang on to their Aegis at least. Really nice fight for Alliance. That changed for us
They
again.
missed the crush though. Doom was supposed to be, like, Bulldog was supposed to be dead there. They missed the crush on the Sylar. That was like the key thing.
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were definitely made, but they're still in good shape.
Do you think Brewmaster's falling off a bit at this point? 24 minutes in? Felt like he didn't really do that much that fight.
I mean, if they killed the Doom, then it wouldn't be a problem there. So I don't think it was. I mean, Doom is just gonna be a really key thing though. If you want to focus him, you must make sure he doesn't get his ultimate off. And like you mentioned as well, I think Panda will slowly fall off. Still gonna be really useful in the team fights because
What is the Panda build nowadays? Because we used to see that for a while it was like the Eggs
BKB,
Rush.
I think you need BKB.
And then for a while after that, we saw a lot of players going more towards the
you
AC
need B- you
Abyssal,
need BKB
like
against
Combat Panda.
you need BKB against Lion. That's about it.
Okay, and then what? Do you go for like that Abyssal Blade, like Combat Brewmaster? Do you just
Man,
get...
if he gets to choose what is going after that, it probably means that the game is going well for him.
Okay.
I think BKB is definitely the most important thing he needs now, as well as you were mentioning what is the Doom build. I still think that BKB is also important for the Doom because there's just way too much control. Stun from Tiny, stun from the Panda split, then you have the stun from Sylar. There's just way too much control from the Vega side, so BKB is a necessity here for all the heroes.
Vega occupying the Alliance jungles. The Avalanche clear out a couple of illusions. Or making his move though, he sees a very low HP Pasha who blinks. Oh, poor S4. So close to a potential kill.
Glimmer Cape, grip. Go!
Radiant Vision,
Oh,
non-existent.
he needs to Arcane Boots, BP grips.
The good old Arcane Boots relocate. And that's a dead S4. Oh, Solo didn't even bother bringing in no one.
Just one IO. The ball actually got the kill.
Easy gold.
So BKB is going to come on Pasha as well, soon, thanks to his Midas, allowing him to actually be more relevant into the late game since Sylar is not a hero that farms very well. He doesn't farm creeps well, but he farms heroes well.
Yeah. And Roshans. Only get a few of those a game though.
He wishes that Roshan spawns.
So are you feeling like the Alk can be a factor here? 18k net worth, but can he even compete with what Vega has?
He's going to have a lot of farm because of the Radiance, certainly paying off here, but he's still going to die in the team fights. Like, doesn't
I
matter.
just feel like when he gets
It
amped,
doesn't-
crushed,
Yeah,
like he's just
it
dead.
doesn't matter what he has. Once you amp up, he's just going to be dead, you know? I think they need a Lotus Orb on... who's going to buy the Lotus Orb?
Radiant's top tower
Okay,
is
who's
under
going to buy the
attack.
Lotus Orb? That's a good question. Doom?
Alchemist.
Wow.
Well, he can farm
Radiant's
it.
top tower
Buy
has
your own
fallen.
Lotus Orb.
BKB now complete as Vega prowl through the enemy Ancients area, now rotating onto mid,
Yeah.
leading this best of 3, 1 to nothing.
I
But
think they need to buy an Aghanims as soon as possible on the Doom here. They need to give him an Aghanims. He needs to be able to Doom and take out one hero for sure in the fights because they are all really tanky now. With the normal Doom, they might actually just save the target with the relocate overcharge, and the Doom will be wasted. So I think he needs to get an Aghanims.
you mean, you know, we talked about Centaur as a really great counter to Doom, but Io is one of the other great counters.
Yeah, they first picked the IO and they
Yeah.
didn't ban Doom, so they already had that in mind before the game started. So Vega again, like I mentioned, they planned their draft really well. Planning
It's a
is
bold
essential.
move from no one, and he's walking directly into the Alliance smoke. The relocate's available. They're gonna stun him. Bulldog maybe trying to prevent this, but can't get the vision. Well played by Solo and the rest of the team. Not that far away. Seems they may just...
Do they have like
They could
dust?
tether to
Do they have
Syoma.
dust? He can
They
actually
could tether to
glimmer kit.
Syoma.
He's gonna glimmer kit.
Tethers the long range retreat. Get me out of here. Solo now with the TP out. They don't commit the chain frost though. Yule Scepter is enough. They stun Solo and will bring him down, but it's a 5-hero smoke just for an IO. All the while, Brewmaster farming up his BKB.
Dyer's bottom
BKB now
tower is
complete
under
on the
attack.
Pasha Slardar as well.
I mean, you say it's just for the IO, but the relocate is the biggest weapon they have to deal with the Doom. So with the relocate down, like he's dead, so there's no way you take a fight, so immediately objective taken by Alliance.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Still all of Vega's cores are farming now.
Dyer's
Triple
bottom tower
BKB
is
and
under
an Assault
attack.
Cuirass ready almost on no one. Just needs the plate now. So let's see, where's Roshan at?
Roshan is
three and
dead.
a half minutes
Roshan
potentially.
is in the grave.
He's coming though. Pop his little head out soon. Emerge from his slumber and get... Dude, what a
Dyer's
life it
bottom
must be for
tower is
Roshan
under
Winter. Now
attack.
that's a depressing life. You just sit in this pit waiting to die. You don't get to leave. You have no friends, no family, no one to save you.
Oh, he has friends.
Who are his friends?
The Golem.
Well, his friends also get massacred. Constantly.
Yeah.
Sad
So,
times.
Mac has actually reached the stage of the game where he has the BKB. So you talk about his next set of
They
items.
have triple BKB now.
Yeah. His next set of items, I think, for the Panda, you can actually go for armor item. Maybe a Shivas. I think Shivas would be nice this game. Or you actually get Lincolns to deal with the Doom. I think those are the two options you have there. I think that Refresher is something that you get later, not so early, because you don't have the mana pool to sustain. If you want to get Refresher, you need
Shivas first.
Yeah, you need to get Shivas first.
I really like the Abyssal Blade once you get Refresher as like one of your final items.
You mean on Brew?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the build that I think Fada started to popularize.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, he has so many utility options here. I think the Lincolns would also be a really good choice.
Even a Lotus Orb for Vega squad maybe.
Yeah, and all those items always fall on the duty of the offlaner, the utility hero. So I wouldn't be surprised if he actually picks up those items. I don't think there's a clear item that, oh, you say this situation he goes these items.
Pasha does BKB. Queen of Pain had the ultimate, but not quite enough damage to kill him.
He could have actually killed him, I think. It was sprint. Would have been close though, because he had...
Towards the end of that chase, yeah,
Radiant's
but he would have had to
bottom
break
tower
Blink
is
in
under
again,
attack.
and then maybe he gets relocated.
Yeah, it was
on.
honestly a risky play if you wanted to go for a kill. But, so as for going to go into
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Hex, I want to say. I still think like Lincoln is also good on the Queen here, but I guess it's more or less a Hex late game. You want to be able to initiate. Since Lion actually, he didn't
Dyer's
even
top
talk about the
tower
Lion the
is
whole game, he
under
didn't go for a
attack.
Blink. He went for the Bracer build and into the 4-star.
He's still not surviving the combo.
Does it even make a difference if you have a Bracer?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Dyer's top
Any of
tower
those
is under
BKB carries
attack.
just solo kill him.
I mean, it's gonna allow him to maybe survive one more spell, I guess. Tank one more spell.
But if one hits, like if you get caught by any of those 3 BKB heroes, the other ones are gonna follow up and kill you.
Yeah. So Doom is gonna finish his blacks. It's gonna give the whole team more armor. I actually talk about the possibility of him getting an ice armor crit as well, the Force Ogre.
The EternaLEnVy.
Yeah, would be really good for them.
MLG Columbus. Speaking of MLG, coming up this weekend, are we gonna see Sama or
Yeah,
Arteezy reclaim the title?
We're gonna see a lot of Doom, I think.
But it's a slightly different style of Doom nowadays from what we used to see back then.
It is the gyrocopter style of Doom now.
That is a good way to put it.
Wouldn't you actually like that more compared to the old style, which is just the
Dyer's
Just
boring...
the ultra
tower
far
is under
Midas.
attack.
Midas, you get a Midas, then you go into late game, then you get Axe, you get Refresher, you get a Blink, you get a
Radiant's
BKB along the
bottom
way.
tower is under attack.
Is that your LD
Dyer's
impression?
top tower is under attack.
He did kind of sound like Milk actually.
Radiant's bottom tower
Minus the
has
accent.
fallen.
What? Milk?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't what I was trying to do.
What were you trying to do?
Radiant's
The Dank
bottom
Lord.
tower
The
is
Dank
under
Lord.
attack.
That's your LD impression then,
Radiant
eh?
structures are
I
fortified.
see how it is. Alright,
Dyer's
Vega
top
see how it
tower
is
is
too.
under
They want to hit racks. They see Esport top. They want to punish. They're working on structures here. Armor up on the tower, slightly slowing things down. The Alks don't come through, but it's BKB dodge, and now Mag engages onto the Lion on the backside. The little old squishy support quickly dropping Ice Armor on the racks as well, but isn't going to be enough to stop no one from finishing up. Just needs 2 more auto takes. 1 more. He gets an objective already. Now, Alliance engaging. S4 deploys his ultimate and dies to the stick. A big clobber from no one as at long last Loda gets in the fight, but a 3-hero crush. Well played by Pasha. Chain Frost is a bouncing, but it's simply not enough damage. They're forced to buy back now on the outs, as well as the Io, who tries to save the fight for Vega and does a good deal to help keep the team alive. Still, there's an Aegis available. Vega crushing their way right through Alliance, looking for the 2-0. Throwing Alchemist Illusions at Alchemist, why the hell not? And now no one finishes up the building. Vega clean up barracks, and they will back away. Swing on towards mid, and look for the last outer tower.
Yeah. See, I mentioned, right? Alchemist, even if you're far ahead, doesn't matter against those heroes. You still die. It really doesn't matter how much farm that he has. He still just dies. Like, there's no item that you can actually go for. Even if you...
Alchemist has just had a terrible win rate the past 10 to 15
have
games.
armor, you're still gonna die against that because they just have too much physical damage, too much minus armor.
Tony's in the house, and he's eager for kills and structures. Doom unable to buy back for this one, as no one continues to go to work. Has a BKB available, still hangs on to the Aegis if need be. Okay, no Chain Frost for 20, no one started to take some damage. The Alchemist slept up. Will look to unleash the summon. A BKB from no one means that Loda doesn't have a target, will end up stunning himself and quickly drops with the Amplify damage deployed. Vega slapping down Alliance, game number 2. That is a dieback on the Alchemist, and now the amp damage combined with the grip. Just look at how quickly Bulldog drops. It's like 2 seconds and he's dead. Ice armor, Schmite's armor, not enough. Vega unstoppable at this point, as they have extended their gold lead into the abyss of suffering now. Over 10,000, 15,000 gold probably.
That's so strong, they're looking so good.
They are just wrecking. And the drafts, we're showing some diversity, not afraid to bust out an unconventional hero for Mag, like a Brew.
I'm ready to put all my chips onto the Vega.
At the Frankfurt Major.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Top 3, first place. How far are you willing to go?
How far am I willing to go? I'm gonna go all the way for Vega.
Vega will win the Frankfurt Major. You heard it here first, guys.
I mean, they are...
Now, bear in mind, Winter also said Fnatic would beat Secret at ESL.
That was merely a discussion that we had during dinner.
No, you did say they would beat them. Merlini misquoted gods who quoted you and said that they would get wrecked, which you never said.
That is what happens when, you know, when you say something to someone and someone goes to
Whisper
say something
down
to
the
anyone,
lane.
and then every time it passes, every time it goes through one person, it has a lot of seasoning in it, extra salt, extra pepper, and the thing becomes a different dish at the end of the day.
A little spicier. That's the way Merlini likes it, you know? He likes spicy food, so he had to make it more, you know, interesting. Give it a little bite.
I can tell.
He was just taking creative liberties.
I can tell from how Grace is actually cooking us dinner from the food. She definitely likes spicy food.
You are not a spicy fan.
No.
No, but that's okay. We've got Roland to hold down the spice fort. But congratulations to Vega, 2-0, and with this win, they do move ahead in the bracket, which we might be able to take a look at. Not sure. We were in the process of reconstructing it. We get things back in order in the studio. So Vega will be playing Liquid in the semi-finals, and it says 5 Jung, so that is of course Liquid. So for those who don't know the format, top 2 teams will advance to LAN. So the winner of the winner bracket finals, they advance, and then the winner of the loser bracket finals. So you get knocked down, you still got a shot to qualify for LAN, and we do not play the grand finals. Vega's in the final 4: Monkey Business, Empire, Liquid, and Vega for this upper bracket.
I think at the moment maybe Vega plus Liquid, even though Liquid actually didn't qualify for the majors, but I still think they are really strong based on how their past few games played. It's not just the last series that they lost, you know. It's just overall. I think they're still a really strong team. They just lost to the trees.
Yeah,
unfortunately, 1,000 trees.
There you go. So, alright, as for the lower bracket, Alliance will be dropping down to play Stark. I believe we're done with Europe for today, and